Hey everyone, I am Florian and welcome to my channel Luhnberjack. Today I want to make my first cutting board, an end grain cutting board out of this black walnut board that I cut with a sawmill a year ago. It's an inch thick and 8 inches wide, so I'm probably going to do a 8 by 10 or 8 by 12 inches and plan to do maybe 2 inches height. So I'm standing next to my DeWalt planer, which is going to be the first step in preparing the wood. I'm going to plane it to then be able to glue it nicely together. As you can see, the surface is very rough from the chainsaw. You can see the cutting marks. So this is going to take a couple of repetitions with the planer to make it nice and smooth. As the next step, I'm going to use a table saw and this table saw sled that I recently built myself and cut 1.5 inch pieces out of the board. Very important to mention because I did the mistake myself before, to use the right blade. This is a 80 teeth 10-inch blade. I used the standard 24 teeth cutting blade before, and with cross cuts like this, it just can rip out entire chunks from the wood, so that can ruin it. So this is an 80 teeth blade. I also have a 60 teeth. I think that should be sufficient as well. But yeah, in this case, I'm going to use the 80 tooth teeth, blade. Now the glue has dried a day, and I'm going to do something that I heard a lot I shouldn't do, namely planing with the grain up. Um, I'm going to try it anyway and really just try to take away very, very, a very small amount of wood. Now, when I dried it, I can see, unfortunately, there's a bit of an uneven surface. If this is wobbling a bit. So I'm going to take this small piece of wood that I found and just stick it under here, make it an even surface, and then put it through the planer. So I think this turned out very well. No cracks, no broken planer, and a nice and smooth and straight surface. So I used this sled from MDF board that I did to make sure the surface stays straight and even. And now I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing from the other side. So this is it. I gotta say, I'm not unhappy. This being my first cutting board, I have to admit that using the router is more challenging than I thought it would be, especially around the edges. As you could see, I did mess up a bit, not only a bit, quite a bit. So this doesn't really look like an object I would sell, but it does feel super nice. It really feels really nice. So I sanded it up to 220. I went 100, 120, 150, 220. And yeah, this is my walnut end grain cutting board.